everyone. Just give me a second. I am live on YouTube and Twitch and I believe Twitter, but I didn't set the right settings on my Twitch, so I'm trying to fix that. So give me one moment. If anybody knows how to edit this kind of stuff on Twitch, that would be helpful. Trying to remember. I'm in my stream manager, but what's up? I know it's been a long time since I did a painting stream. So, I was like, "Oh, it's early. Peach is already passed out. The baby's already passed out." I got all of my work done today that I could get done during the daylight hours when everyone was awake. So I was like, "All right, I guess I get to paint." I'm under edit stream info and I can't see like where I can. Oh, here we go. I found it. I found it. Okay, let's remove that. Let's put art. There we go. And I have edited it. All right, cool. But what's up, everyone that is here? Everybody watching here on YouTube as well as Twitch, and I think I'm live on the Twatters as well. So hello to everyone. Nice to see you all here. Hello, hello, hello. Let me jump over to my other thing. Also, don't come and spam in my chat random shit. It's gonna get me in trouble. So you are out of here, weirdo. All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch camera and microphone. Well, I gotta switch microphone to be more specific. There we go. All right. Oh no, my camera is not working. Of course, right when I go live, it stops working. Give me a minute. Ugh. Turn that off. Why work key? Okay, well, switch my. Sorry, somebody sent me this camera because they wanted me to have a wider view to do cosplays in, and I'm like, this is no offense to if anybody is watching, if you're the person that sent me this camera. It's not exactly the best camera and it keeps glitching. I'm actually gonna have to shut my OBS down and reopen it. What are we painting? We're gonna paint an eye because I'm boring and I haven't painted one in a while and I want to get back to it. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So give me one momento. Okay, OBS will bring you back. Maybe it's like right when I went live is of course when it stopped working. It's always how it goes, right? Oh my goodness. Now OBS is taking its sweet time. Oh, yay. Guess which camera decided now of all times it's going to stop working. You know what? I'm going to do the old school thing and unplug and plug back in. And that didn't fix anything. All right, let me try again. I apologize, everyone. I'm usually a lot more professional. I don't know why. Okay, I got it. If anyone knows why it's like glitching like that, and don't worry about that cord. It's my whatchamacallit. It's my charger because I record everything on my cellular device. Okay. Here we go. Let's lock the camera in place. Yeah, I don't know what these glitchy things are for. It does this. I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. If anybody does, that would be a great piece of information to pass along to me. And this is probably just going to be a chill stream. I don't know how much I'm going to talk or not. But yeah, let me switch back to my other microphone and move over to my other desk. So one momento. Alrighty. You can see me. Let's get, I need to somehow just make this longer and I'll put it over here. Oh gosh, please don't fall. Got some tape here. And I'm out of that tape. That's there. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to tape my charger so it doesn't get in the camera view. All right. I hope everyone's been having a good New Year. Good January. I know I have. My baby took like 3 steps today. She's going to start walking this week and I'm like not ready for it. I mean, like I am ready for it, but I'm also like not, because I'm just like, this is my tiny 4-pound little baby. And now she's little Miss Independent big girl. And I'm not ready for it. I signed up for a baby. I didn't sign up for a big girl. And I have a big girl. It's weird. Okay. I'm just going to pull this up on, see, my laptop so I can still see the screen. I hope I didn't get signed out of my everything on my laptop. It's been so long since I've been on it. Let's get oh, come on. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just signing into everything, which I had already done, but apparently my laptop restarted and doesn't want me all set up like this. That's weird. Oh, my God. Why is everything so damn complicated? Why? Okay. I have to go get some stupid code. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Okay, sorry. I have this up. Anna Crossing the Streams. Oh, well, thank you for the $2 super chat. I don't exactly know what that means, but if you're talking about guys going potty, then I guess I know. No, I just sign in. I have to sign into everything. I hate when things sign me out. It's so annoying. It's like, just leave me signed in. Why do we need to sign everything out? Oh my God. You want me to know my password? I don't have any passwords memorized. This is some bullshit. Light mode? No. I don't understand how anyone can function with anything in light mode. It drives me absolutely crazy. Okay. Oh my God. I hate this encrypted messaging system on Twitter so much. Like, I get it, but I always send myself like whatever photos I'm going to be using for painting, so that way I can just get it on my laptop. And it's really freaking annoying. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. I got everything pulled up. We can get going. Labyrinth in theaters this week. You going? Probably not. I have the baby. I can't just... I really wanted to see the new Avatar movie. I've seen all of them in IMAX, and I really wanted to go see it. Even if it's bad, it'll be pretty to look at, you know? But I don't know. It's just... I hate the idea of spending a bunch of money to go see a movie and then getting somebody's phone screen in my face or somebody talking during a movie. Like, it really irritates me. And then I really miss the baby. I know that's like cheesy, but I do. I really miss her. Plus, I'd have to go by myself. So, I don't know. Also, it'd probably really make me depressed because it'd make me miss my sister. Not that I don't miss her in general, but yeah, it'd probably just make... I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Are you going to go see it? Okay. Alrighty. Let me, I guess, get going now. And by the way, I'm probably not going to respond to any chats from accounts that I don't recognize. Last time I did a painting stream, I got clipped out of context. And as you guys know, I tend to ramble on when I'm in my painting streams. And, you know, I'm not exactly in the most coherent mindset because my focus is on getting whatever I'm working on precise. And so... I don't know. I guess I just talk. My mind is just in like a jumble fuck of stuff. So if I don't recognize you, I'm probably not going to respond to you. And if you send me a super chat that seems like you're trying to bait me into something, I will read it, say thank you, and then move on. So I'm just going to make that clear. I don't need people going and, you know, making a big deal of something I said offhand on a painting stream to start drama. That's not why I do these. These are supposed to be relaxing and soothing and fun. So, sorry to anyone if you're just new here and you just want to ask me questions. You know, got stuff to do and don't have time for that. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, I actually, look at this. I went to this convention yesterday and I got all these rings, these eye rings. So now I have eye rings to match. There's a big spider right here, like right behind my camera. Actually, there's two of them. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually might try to kill it. But I just noticed it. But yeah, so whatever color eye I'm painting, oh my God. Ah! Fucking spider. Okay, hold on. I need to get my little electric fly swatter. I need to kill this thing. I'm not afraid of spiders, but when they're that close to me, I don't like them. I give them their space. They give me my space. It's all good. Where the fuck is it? I just saw it. Oh. Where is it? I just had this thing. Unless, okay, here it is. I set it down next to my other easel. All right, this is going to be really loud. Fuck. Do you guys see it? It's a little spider, but... You are why people hate spiders, my dude. Or lady. I don't know how this motherfucker is still alive, so I'm just gonna go set the spice water over. I also see that my camera stopped working. Camera, why you gotta be this way? Okay. We're gonna do the thing I didn't want to do, which is to get my other camera, mess with the settings and all that jazz. Alright, give me a minute. This camera fucking sucks. Thank you if you're the kind person that sent it to me. But just because something advertises that it like can do high resolution doesn't mean it's truthful. So this camera is going bye-bye. Regular YouTuber camera is coming in. And now I will just have to mess with the settings, which is so much fun. Okay. Oh. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I gotta like get OBS down, all this fun. Make sure your cams are set to, I don't even have settings for 4K, so I never have to worry about that. All right, OBS, open! Okay. What is this dog doing? You need to add coffee? I have a coffee. I do have one. Believe it or not. All right, here we go. Yay! Okay, cool beans. I can finally get started. I feel like it's been so long. How do I turn my brightness up on the laptop? I guess I will just have to guess. I just realized I didn't mix a light base color. It's not good. Crouching, Taylor, Hidden, Swift, thank you for the super chat. Seen Labyrinth 3 times in theater. Well, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen Labyrinth in theaters. I'd probably get super emotional. This year marks 10 years since David Bowie died, which is beyond depressing in and of itself. So whenever I record this, I always record it on time lapse just because it doesn't take up as much memory. And it's always slightly blurry, but now it's not, which is nice. The iPhone actually did an update that I'm happy with. I'm going to have Labyrinth music stuck in my head now. Dude, I'm really worried that the spider is going to come and get me for revenge. So if I just randomly scream, that's probably why. Okay. Now I know I have the blue eye ring on, but I will say this is a very I don't know, she's not, it's almost like a blue green, but I would say it's just slightly more blue. It's a very, very light turquoisey eye. I have 2 new reels. I'm trying to get better about the Instagrams and the videoings. And so I went to a con in LA on Sunday, and it was a lot of fun, and I took a lot of footage, and so I'm going to be posting that. I kind of want to redo the audio. But I have that reel coming out tomorrow, and a reel of all my eye rings. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty, well, this is the blocking down phase. So pretty much done. Now we're going to go into blending, which is so much fun. So much fun. Okay. I'll talk a little bit. I realize I haven't talked in a while. I feel like I'm not used to talking anymore. I've been reading this new book, and it was really, really slow. And it was this author writes a lot of this author, like, he only writes like nonfiction instruction manual kind of things, or like textbook kind of stuff. And it's his first time writing nonfiction, and so I'm like, I want to interview him on my show to talk about this book because it's being made into a TV show. And the first question I wrote down is, are you colorblind? I haven't asked him to come on yet because I want to finish this book, but it's been super, super slow. And I finally am at a part where I'm like, okay, it's starting to become a page turner. But I usually like to read stuff on iBooks because I have an iPhone, and I like iBooks because you can just scroll and read, which is so nice. And it's only available, like, his book is only available on Kindle, and I hate Kindle. Like, I'm not one of those people that want to have another device outside of my phone. Like, I really like reading books on my phone because I can just read it anywhere, and I don't have to lug around a book. I mean, I prefer reading from a book, but the only time I have to read is at night in bed, and by that time, like, Peaches is already knocked out. I'm not going to inconvenience him by having a light on in the room. So it's so easy just to, like, read a book on my phone. And yeah, this book, it's taking me a while to get into, but it's finally at the point where I'm like, okay, it's good, because I'm like, because it's a person that I think is what is it, like, left brain versus right brain? I can never remember which one's which, but you can tell it, like, he's a very analytical person writing nonfiction. And I'm like, okay, this is like, it's kind of I don't know, like Mission Impossible, Jason Bourne, like that. I would put it in that kind of genre kind of book. It's like a spy book, and it's these people are like part of this secret organization to catch bad guys, but instead of like Mission Impossible where they use the masks, it's like they use persuasion techniques kind of thing, almost like hypnosis. And I have, like, if this was an audiobook, I probably would have finished it. Well, I definitely would have finished it by now. But, like, reading it, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like if you guys ever read like Angels and Demons or the Da Vinci Code books, like, I feel like that would have been a great style for this author to go. But again, it's like, it's very
clear that this is this person's first like nonfiction writing. It's still good for, you know, being somebody's first attempt. Like it's not bad. Like I can follow the story, but when you're writing nonfiction, you have to, I feel like every person that writes nonfiction, they're very, very descriptive. And in this, it's like, okay, this is like, I like if IKEA was giving me the descriptions of places, like, because the very beginning of the book, they're in Prague, and I'm like, okay, well, I personally know what like Prague looks like, but if you've never seen images of Prague or you don't know anything about, like, I'm like, dude, even like describing the cobblestone or like the smells, and like there's no color. Like this guy, the main character, it's like, okay, I know he has dark eyes, or excuse me, dark hair and like gray steel blue eyes, and that's about it. And I'm like, I know that he's somewhat handsome. Because like that's the descriptors, and I'm like, okay, but like tall, dark, and handsome, got it. And it's funny because like his like the wife character, she died, spoiler, very beginning of the story, you find out like he had a wife or a fiance that died, and her name was Anna, and I was like, oh, good name right there. It's even spelled the same way as mine. I was like, oh, yay. But yeah, no, it's just it's, I don't know, I'm finally at the point where, and I'm trying, like, I always feel like I can figure out a book, the ending before, and I'm like, okay, there's this setup with this female character. I'm like, okay, new love interest, got it. Your past love died tragically. You're trying to solve her murder and find this other bad guy as well. And I'm like, okay. So it's like I kind of already got like certain key points like figured out. But he's doing this thing where he's showing the point of view of the bad guy. But it made me laugh. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty ironic. But the bad guy has a head wound and he's reacting certain ways because of his head wound, which is making him be a bad guy and go and murder people. And I swear I spit my drink out when we finally got to that section where you get to see from the bad guy's point of view, and I was like, oh my god. This is ironic. But yeah, so I'm actually a decent way through the book, and I want to finish it hopefully this week. That'll be like my first book of the year. But I saw, like, I watched a ton of this guy's interviews just to see what like, I'm trying to remember why he popped up on my timeline. There was some reason. If I go back through my search history and find the first video, I'll know. But I went down like the rabbit hole, and oh, now I remember. I was going down the Nick Fuentes rabbit hole, and I found this podcast I'd never heard of called Jack Neal. And I swear, out of all of the Fuentes rabbit holes or interviews, he did the best one. He literally just let the guy talk. I feel like every other person that interviews Nick Fuentes, they just talk the whole time, and then he just kind of nods along, and it's really annoying. It's like, you have this guy on and all you want to do is like you talk, and I'm like, no, the point of having this controversial person on is to let them talk and you ask them questions, which no one fucking does except for this Jack Neal guy who's like some 24-year-old kid I'd never heard of. He's got this huge channel, like millions of subscribers, and he's really good. And so I was like, okay. And then this other, I watched a couple more of his interviews, and that's how I stumbled across this guy. And so I've been watching a ton of his interviews, and he's got so many out there. And then he said that he'll go on anyone's channel. He doesn't care how big or small the YouTube channel is. That, you know, basically if you hit him up, he'll go on. So I was like, oh, okay. But I wanted to make sure I finished this book because I want to talk to him about this show, because then I found out about the show and I was like, oh, that actually sounds kind of interesting. It's from what I saw of the trailer, it looks like more of an indie production, but I'm interested to see it and see what it's like, if it's going to be any good, because right now this dude's got a ton of credentials, so I want to finish the book first. Is his name Matt? No. The guy's name is Chase. But yeah, no, one of the first questions I want to ask this guy is if he's colorblind. Because I swear, I actually have gone through and, like, I've made a point every time, like, there needs to be a description and if he uses color or not. Because that's one thing when you're writing nonfiction, it is so much detail. Just like a character walks into the room and they're like, oh, like they call it, is the desk walnut or mahogany? What is the smell? What's the textures? What's the color? What's the lighting? Like, because the author, when it's nonfiction, they have to set up the atmosphere of the places that you're going, and he doesn't really do that. Like this, so it's this one guy and this girl. They're trying to, they're investigating something because it could potentially be a serial killer, but they're not sure yet. They're like, the higher ups are like, okay, there's this one thing that's very similar to this other thing, and we want to see if it's the same person, except the one thing happened in Prague and the other thing happened in Texas, and then it happens again in San Jose. So they go out to Texas to investigate, and the main character was just in Prague investigating, so they want to see if it's the same person or possibly same organization. So it's either an organization doing this or an individual person. They don't know yet. And because you're the reader, you know that it's a person and an organization, like it's somebody that's gone rogue from this organization that's doing this thing. But yeah, there's this woman that, like, died, but somebody broke into her house and got on her computer, and so they go into, like, her office, and it's all about, like, they downloaded, she was a marketing strategist kind of person, and whoever, you know, broke into her house stole all of her information on a flash drive. And they just, like, he describes her room and it's like, oh, there's green. And I'm like, okay, but what color? Is it dark green? Is it light green? Is it emerald? Like, what kind of green? I only got green, and I highlighted that, and I'm like, bruh, I need to know. Like, it's been driving me crazy. But I'm like, as I've been reading, I'm like, I want to paint. I want to paint so bad because the lack of descriptions is driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. Sea foam. Yeah, I know, like this girl's eyes. Right. And I'm guessing it's like a dark, like rich green, because it seems like the person whose study it was kind of fancy. At least I'm guessing, but if I do end up talking to this person, I'm gonna ask him if he could be, I'm gonna ask what color, what shade of green. Because I'm like, it's driving me crazy. Like, I read that chapter a couple days ago, and I'm still in my head. I'm like, what shade of green is it? I need to know. And I know it's gonna be like, I can just hear Cecil say, like, I hear him in my head being like, Anna, stop being a pain in the ass. But I'm like, I need to know. I've read enough books. I'm so used to, like, the authors just building up these worlds, even if it's our world. Like, I need to. It's one of the things I think people like fiction so much, is like it's building up this image. Like, they're showing you this thing that exists in their image or in their mind to you. But yeah. But the suspense is good. I'm glad that I finally got to see a little bit inside, like, the bad guy. So kind of like, now I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what's going on. I know where this is going. And I'm interested to see how it plays out. I just like the fact that the character's name is Anna, or the lost love's name is Anna, and then the bad guy has a head wound. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. I just thought that was so funny. I'm asking you if you're colorblind. Well, a lot of men are colorblind. That's the thing. I think you could correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but it could be because you said you were like going blind, and I asked if you were colorblind. I don't remember exactly. Also, Steve, did you ever finish that sculpture? So if you're watching on YouTube, please smash the like button. If you're watching over on Twitch, what's up, my Twitch people? And if you're watching on Twitter, hello. I miss my tulip. I've had my stepdaughter with us for the past week, and she just went home last night, and I'm like, ugh, the house feels like empty without her. I felt bad that I took her shopping, and when I guess she always carries around like this little side backpack thing to keep her like headphones and like Pokemon cards in for whatever reason. I don't know, kids will be kids, I guess. And I thought that like, I mean, I didn't even know she had a wallet. I'd never seen it, but she had kept her wallet not in her bag, but in her like pants pockets. And so she went into the dressing room to try on pants, and poor thing, I guess, took her wallet out of the pants, and like she said she hung it up because there was like a key on it, which is the key to her mom's house. And I guess she forgot it in the dressing room. and we went back to go like check, and it wasn't there. She said that there was no money in the wallet, thank goodness, but she was upset because it had like all of her ID, like her middle school ID cards, and then yeah, so she wasn't happy. But I'm just like, I feel like this child loses everything. So I remember when she was little, Peaches has gotten her this watch that could make phone calls, so she could call him whenever. And she like lost it in IKEA, and I'm like, how do you lose that in IKEA? I don't know what it is, but this, I guess that's the thing about kids. Some of them, like, if there's a way to lose something, they will. But I felt bad. And called the store, and they still haven't seen it. And I'm like, well, maybe it'll turn up, since, you know, there was no money in it. But I'm like, if that sucks. I would expect people to have done the right thing, but And I told her, it's like, because I think we were at like Hollister, and it's like, you know, those are a bunch of teenagers that are working there. They probably, you know, you just got to check in with them. I just feel bad. This kid always loses something. Was the weather as bad as they said? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the rainstorms were horrendous here. It actually, today was like the first day in a while it hasn't rained. It was nice. I mean, I saw how we're not in a drought anymore, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Miss my baby. I swear, the prettier someone is, the harder they are to paint. This girl is. I would be shocked if she like wasn't a supermodel. Oh my god, it's not even midnight. I didn't realize until right now how bright it was. So give me. Let me see. Okay, that might be too dark. Let me plug my light in. That might make a difference. Oh, fuck you, spider. Stay away from me. Okay. This isn't going to make much
Can you guys hear me on this microphone? This microphone, can you guys hear me? It went when you fixed the lighting. Yeah, I must have like knocked it out, but I plugged it back in. Okay, you guys can hear this mic. Okay, let me switch back and see if you guys can hear me. Hello, can you guys hear me? It shows up the audio on here, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. Oh my god, there was still no audio. That's annoying. I was talking to all of you guys. Yeah, I am. Well, when I walked over to this computer, I wasn't. Let's see if Here you go. What do you think? Yeah, no. I gave up trying to fix that microphone, so I know. I know. I kind of had my eye in the chat, but I just wanted to get this painting finished, and I was in the zone. So I apologize if you guys wanted me to talk more. I was very much in the zone and just wanted to get this finished. Yeah, I knew she just locked the fuck in. Yeah, I was like, I I haven't painted in a long time, so I finally got to paint again, and it's at a reasonable hour, so I could, I can still go to bed and wake up and not be too much of a zombie tomorrow for the baby. Oh, I miss her. She's so beautiful. She's such a little itty bitty baby. Actually, she's not itty bitty anymore. She's a big girl. She's such a big girl. Makes me so sad. I had a teeny tiny little baby. Now I have a big girl. But yeah, so here's this eye. Doesn't look like Christopher Walken anymore, I'm assuming. I saw someone, I think it was Steve, in the chat said it looked like Christopher Walken. Yeah, no, it's from the photo I have, she's very pretty lady. The prettier a person is, the harder they are to paint. Go look at any painting throughout history, like especially I feel like Renaissance paintings. The thing about like pretty people is that they're very symmetrical, and it's like somebody that isn't symmetrical, that has a strong characteristics. They are so much fun to like draw and paint, and that's why I always tell people, I'm like, the worse you think you look, the better you'll look in a painting. And that Okay, this is not me doing anything. That was fucking StreamYards. I didn't touch anything. I'm leaned back in my chair. I have no idea what the hell is going on with that there, but that's really annoying. What the actual fuck, StreamYards? I didn't do that. That kicked me out. I didn't touch anything that time either. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But that's really annoying. Yeah, no, I'm sitting here in my computer chair looking at my screen, and I'm watching as it like pops up saying my audio is disconnected, but I didn't touch a single thing. So I don't know what it is. That's really freaking annoying. And I think it's got to be StreamYards because I'm not touching anything. Well, can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can. Well, guys, I am going to call it. I will be posting 2 reels tomorrow, one on my Star Wars Girl Instagram and one here on my art channel. It'll post on Instagram first and then be posted on the other socials after. Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. And if anything, you should figure out how to get that resolved. At least we can still hear you. Well, to be fair, I wasn't talking. I have my headphones in. I was listening to a podcast. I was in the zone. And yeah, I was. If you guys know what baby reindeer is, I had no idea what baby reindeer. I mean, as I'm listening to this, because I guess the lady who was apparently in or baby reindeer was based on
she was on Pierce Morgan, so I was listening to these like body expert guys like break down her body language. I didn't watch the show. I vaguely remember like they just said something at the very end that made me like mildly recollect it or recollect it. I can't even talk. When is the iBook coming out? Oh my gosh, I have to talk to the people. We are not, listen, we are not communicating. I think I'm communicating just fine, but they are not understanding what I want, and I want it to be absolutely perfect. And the main lady that I talked to, that like, I got her contact information, obviously, and we've been going back and forth. Like, she's great. It's the lady that like does the I mean, I don't know if it's a lady actually. It's the name is like, it could be a guy or girl now that I think about it. But it's like, I want it this way, and they're telling me they can't do it that way. And I'm like, you just resize the thing. Like, I sent them like a screenshot of what I want. We've just been going back and forth. There's miscommunication. But my thing is, I want it to be absolutely perfect. And I'm not going to just settle. So we're just going back and forth, and once we get it going, it'll get going. But as of right now, um, we are at a standstill until we can get on the same page. This all has to do with the cover. So, I'm not. I don't know what that means. I'm not a nerd. I know. What is copyright free lofty? I don't know what that is. That has been going on for months now. I know. Trust me, I know. I know. Some new named Dave Filoni replaced Kathleen Kennedy, by the way. Oh, she finally stepped down. Oh, she got fired finally. Oh, that's news.
I showed Rhino like the emails, and so he could see what I was talking about. And like, I don't know, maybe English isn't this person's first language. I just assumed it was. But my whole thing is, unlike the calendars, this is something that doesn't have a time limit on it, and so I want it to be perfect. Everything's done, obviously, and I'm muted again, really? I see people saying muted, then I see people saying it's better. So I don't know. Sounds good now? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's just there's just miscommunications, and I want it to be absolutely perfect, and if it's not, it's going to drive me crazy for the rest of my life. And I don't wanna just be like, "Fine, do whatever you guys think is best," because I want it to be what I think is best. And I didn't think it was gonna be as complicated as it is, but we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, all right, guys, I gotta go to bed. I am so tired. Thank you so much for hanging out with me until like 1:30 in the morning. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. The iProject is still available. I won't take it down until basically the books are being printed. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really going to. Please leave me a comment on this video if you're watching on YouTube. It helps me out with their algorithm. Let me know what you like in this eye painting. And yeah, have a good night. Bye, everyone.